The one thing I wish I known was that they had developmental classes to aid you with your study. I just always thought college is being a place of you got to have a certain amount of grade point average, and they was gonna throw you to the lines, with the real advanced stuff. So I just didn't even consider it being an option. Second question is the keys to success at Longview is my personal keys to success is like having friends that have already went through the steps of getting out of college, and me having a relationship with them gives me the ability to tell them about my weaknesses and my strength, and me feel comfortable talking about that.
And I wanted to share with you my best study tip. My study tip is to study on campus, especially if you schedule your classes so that you have class breaks and you can go to the library and study. That's the best way to do it, because then you don't have distractions, people at home, your little brother or sister or your kids, hassling you, and you can get everything done before you go home.
I would say all the student activities that go on in the campus center and in the cafeteria are a lot of fun. It was a really easy way for me to meet people. They have all kinds of crazy things. They have chocolate day, and they had a flip book day where you make flip books. You just dress up and act crazy. It was really fun. There's a lot of fun things that they have going on, and it's a great way to meet people. So it makes it a lot more fun and easy to come to school.
I have the key to success at Longview is to stay on top of your homework at all times.
If this is your first year in college, it is really important to come to an advisor before you pick your classes, because then you'll know what classes to take, just so you're going on the right path to your career. And it's also really important to, when you're struggling with a class, to attend the tutoring lab where they can help you with math, writing, and biology and other classes. And it's also good to come with an open mind when you come to college, to be friendly with others and be open to different races and different personalities here at school.
The tip I have is the key to success in Longview is to do something every day academically. You have to completely manage your time, and it's impossible to remember anything just hearing it once. You have to make sure it just echoes in your head, and you keep remembering, keep studying, and just keep on your school, and don't let a day go by where you just forget about maybe your school or something going on. Just every day, make sure you do something for your academics, and you'll do fine.
My study tip is just make sure you read your books, because sometimes your teachers will put information that is only in your books on your test, and if you don't read your books, you're screwed. Another thing is make sure you schedule time for studying. If you don't schedule time for studying, then you're going to put it off, and you're going to put it off, and then you're going to put it off, and you're going to realize, oh no, tomorrow morning is the test, and you've got 6 hours that you'll spend studying, and you're probably still going to fail. Hate to break it to you. So yeah, make sure you spend enough time on studying. If you don't spend enough time on studying, it's not going to help you at all. So.
Lance Martin. And then my tip for you would be to follow basically all the cliche things that your teachers and your parents tell you when you're younger that you think aren't going to matter as much. Pretty much every single one of those really does matter, and you really need to pay attention to those sorts of things about, being at class on time, being there, making sure that you get everything done. And I know that everybody always says don't procrastinate, but it's definitely on there. I mean, you cannot wait till the last minute. And, everybody always, like when I was younger, I always thought that, well, I can get by doing this and it will be okay. But it just makes things harder on you later, because when you actually do have to do it the right way and you do have to focus and buckle down for the really hard stuff, you're not going to be ready for it. And it's a long, hard road if you do it that way.
I wish I had known how to take time out and schedule things. That's one of the biggest things that I didn't have, and I wish I was equipped with. Even studying. It was stress in high school, but it's like most high schools, they really don't teach the students what's the best ways for them to study and what would equip them the best. So that's what I would have to say would be that.
Hey, my name is Ashley, and I guess I have a study tip. Probably the best way to study is to study as you go. Probably help you retain more information. Also, take notes in class. Pay attention to everything the professor says because it could be on the test even if it's not in the book. Also, pay attention to the syllabus and when the assignments are due because you don't want to turn in anything. Pay attention to when assignments are due because you don't want to turn in things late. That won't look good with your professor, and usually most professors don't take things late or you'll get a lot of points off. And never wait till the last minute to do your work or to study. And it's always good to make a relationship with your professor and your peers because that could come in handy when maybe you're late or missing an assignment or need notes or you're sick or anything like that. It's come in handy.
I just want to say study your butt off because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble because you want to study as much as possible and try to get it retained and whatnot. Do all your work. Don't wait till the last minute because that'll get you too. Try not to tense up, relax, because that'll make it worse if you're all stressed out.
And my study tip for incoming students is to get a planner. I remember the first day, like before I came to Longview, I went to Walmart and I bought a planner. I was like, it really helps you to stay organized and to keep being organized because there's so much information that you have to take in and so many things you have to remember, like dates of chapters you have to read, and you know you're having them back in your mind. But if you have due dates and know when they're due and keep it organized, it just helps you throughout the process. So that's my biggest tip, and it would just definitely help me to stay on track because I'm not an organized person myself, and I love my planner now. So that's my study tip.
During high school, I was slacking off and stuff. I had senioritis. I did not pay attention, and I wish I should have taken more time. And now that I'm in high school, like I still have those bad habits. So you have to put a lot of dedication, set aside time for studying, and do not procrastinate because that can really hurt you in the future.
My tip is that college is hard, so you need to study because if you don't study, you're going to fail and you have to do your homework. And another thing is if you can't stay awake in the early morning classes, don't take them because you'll fall asleep, because I fall asleep in all of my early morning classes, even though I try to stay awake, so yeah.
And my tip is to take the time and make the time to understand the material you're studying, especially in science, because if you don't understand it, you're not going to remember it. And paying attention in class helps too.
So the hardest thing about college, like the transitions between high school and college, because it's like college is so on your own. In high school, you have teachers all up on your back, like you need to do this work, you need to do that work, you need to get on that. And it's like on college, like they just tell you the assignment and just leave you alone. So it's kind of hard. Like my first start, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get on to it. You know what I'm saying? So I usually just wait until like the teacher tell me, you need to get that assignment done. And then I'm like, oh, okay, and then I do it. But usually it was kind of hard for me because it's like I'm not used to people like they're leaving me alone, not telling me I need to do that because that's just me. The whole independent thing for college is hard. It's a hard concept to grasp when you first in high school and you're used to that, and then you go to college level. So that's the biggest thing for me.
What helped you the most in your transition to Longview? It was definitely the new student orientation because those guys know so much and they're fun and you will have a good time if you go, and you will get to meet some new people.